Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 3. Now, when we last left our protagonist, nothing of particular importance had happened yet. And now, more tutorials, of course. I know full well that that is a gym. Well, at least he didn't do much. Hi, Dad! Well, if it isn't Vega, so you're all finished moving in. I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see, you're with your Pokémon. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Vega. You are such a deadbeat dad to not know that I was already a trainer. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it.
I'd like to get a Pokemon, please.
Oh, right. You're Wally, right?
I'm going to stay with my relatives in Verdanturf Town. I thought I'd be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how.
I see. Vega, you heard that, right? Go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally, here, I'll loan you my Pokemon. So, in this case, I am literally being taught the mechanics of catching a Pokemon at the hands of somebody who has never caught a Pokemon before. Palm face! Man, that tutorial was even slower than usual.
I did it! It's my Pokemon! Vega, thank you! Let's go back to the gym.
Yeah, well, how exactly are you planning on fighting with that Pokemon? It only knows Growl, if I'm not mistaken. And then it later learns Teleport, if I'm not also mistaken. Also, I mentioned earlier that I was super happy to get Mudkip, because, well, Mudkip has a type advantage against the first gym! Yay! Now then, what am I getting here? How shocking! I don't know if it'll actually have any flying moves at this early point, but switching into something that can handle it better anyway. Well, it has water moves. Whoa. I was worried about a critical hit, but I suppose I didn't need to be that worried, because, well, it's still going to be very easily catchable. The lack of an indication that the Pokemon has been caught before the fanfare comes up still throws me off. Right, the fact that it was a seagull made me think of Marin from Zelda Link's Awakening, but this is a dude, so instead he is going to be called Tarin after her father. No, Norman did not call his family over from the Johto region. I insisted to my mom that we move here from the Johto region. Of course, just as a personal commentary, it's quite fitting then, seeing how I'm insisting that all of these runs have the same main character, that the main character of this game actually is from Johto. Leaving footprints in the sand is fun, eh? I'm not so sure about that, dude. I feel like that's kind of a completely generic and stupid thing to do. Oh dear. I'm probably overreacting to the terrifyingness of Bide, but I have lost things to the terrifyingness of Bide before, so not going to let it take any more direct damage from me. Because poison damage doesn't count, right? And if it does count, then, well, cue the first death of the run, in a very anticlimactic way. Nope, not the first death of the run in a very anticlimactic way. Well, I can see 2 good reasons, no actually 3 good reasons to switch out here. Reason 1 being the levels, reason 2 being the fact that it's a flying type, reason 3 being, well, the fact that Hoenn had leveled up. I lost my train of thought there for a second and had to remind myself what reason number 3 was. Man, even Orson is slightly struggling against this thing. Oh dear, and now it's going to get worse. If I can't immediately defeat this Tailo. And now it's going to get even worse. If I can't immediately defeat this Tailo. Well, this should take it out. That did indeed take it out. Well, then you shouldn't be running around in the sand, you silly person. I see Tyron did not have any water moves. At the same time, no, he does have water moves, not have any flying moves, I mean. At the same time, the fact that he has no physical moves means that Zigzagoon's growl will have no effect on him. And Zigzagoon just love to spam their stat lowering moves, don't they? One significant advantage to the fact that I am playing this on an emulator, I will actually be able to plant berries should I so desire. Though I don't think I will, but I can. Now, will this Zigzagoon be as silly as the last one? It might not be. Or it might be. I feel like if I don't knock it out now, I might want to switch out anyway. Just in case it uses a tackle, it could be terrifying, so... Ugh, he has a full restore. Douchebag. And he did indeed use a tackle now. So... well... Zeke is not going to be able to fight him as efficiently as Tarin can, so... or maybe. Yeah, he took ever so slightly more damage from that. I am getting no experience for this battle. Well, that was an exhausting battle. You couldn't win because I have something to lose. You do not have something to lose. Except money, I guess. That was a surprisingly serious answer. Now then, forests. There should be something for me to catch in here too. Unless I just only run into Wurmple and its evolutions. That is neither Wurmple nor its evolutions. A water gun should be fine. Okay, seriously, I should not be getting this terrified by early game bird Pokemon. Flying types, I mean. As we have previously established in other runs, there is no such thing as a bird Pokemon. And your name shall be Kotori. Literally just Japanish for small bird. And yes, it's totally called Japanish, don't tell me it isn't. If you think it's not called Japanish, then you just haven't read enough bad fanfiction. Incidentally, to remedy your lack of knowledge regarding bad fanfiction, you might want to head over to my other channel, where I read bad fanfiction. I particularly recommend Light and Dark, The Adventures of Dark Yagami, probably the most hilariously insane Death Note fanfic ever written. Oh, would you look at that? He's picked up something again. You are getting so many super potions, Zeke. It's kind of awesome. As I was saying in a bit that was cut out of the previous episode because I didn't want to do all that sound replacing all the time, I am starting to see why the original Nuzlocke became so fond of Zigzagoon through Nuzlocking. However, I do believe that my Zigzagoon shall last longer than his, for I am much better at this now than he was when he first started. Oh! I forgot he was evolving quite this early, but of course he's evolving quite this early. Now then, which of the two will he become? Cascoon. I'm pretty sure that's the one that evolves into Dustox, isn't it? That is indeed the one that evolves into Dustox. So, I guess that shall be what I will eventually end up with then. Actually, that kind of fits the Wayne name better, I feel. Not that Dustox is in any way Batman, but closer to Batman than Beautyfly is. Now, I'm actually not sure. Can I fight this person here? Doesn't look like I can. Fair enough. Into the woods then. Yeah, well, at this point I have 2 flying types, so I don't think your bug Pokemon are really going to be much of a threat. Even if one of my flying types, the one that I've got out right now, in fact, doesn't have any flying moves, but meh. Oh, for crying out loud, this battle has dragged on for so long and I've only gotten 1 level from it. Or I mean, it would have dragged on longer were it not for the fantastic speed up function, which... yeah, in any case... that was a boring battle! Well, you look important. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? Nope, I've only seen a Tailo. I caught it. You, Devon researcher! Hand over those papers! Hey! You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You've got to help me, please! What do you think you're doing? What, you're going to protect him? No one who crosses Team Magma gets any mercy, not even a kid. Team Magma, eh? Well, I suppose I'm going to have to tear you apart too then. And then, depending on how things go, I might recruit you for Team Your House is on Fire later, but so far you have not given a particularly great first impression. Oh dear. Oh, there's some more. I don't want to deal with that.
This is going to be irritating. Ah, just hackle. Well, at least my opponent is also going. No, you will not raise your attack. Stop trying to raise your attack. I am not going to allow that to happen. Also, your accuracy is supposed to be worse than mine. Why do you keep hitting when I do not? Well, at least that didn't hit. Tackle! Come on, Orson! You've had sand thrown in your eyes once! Stop being so terrible! Also, no! I feel like I'm complicating this more than necessary. Seriously, how can you never hit? And now our accuracy is equally terrible. Switching out. Sheesh. And how do you keep hitting all the time? Finally, that was annoying. And actually a little bit scary. You're kidding me! You're tough! Not even going to bother saying it. Grr, you've got some nerve meddling with Team Magma. Come on and battle me again! I wish I could say that, but I'm out of Pokemon. And hey, we of Team Magma are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go today. Yes, but I might not let you go next time. Ah, a slightly better ball. I have my doubts about the validity of your claim, Mr. James. Wait, James? Are you James Bond? There are not many things in this world that I am certain of, but this I can say for sure. You are so not James Bond! Alright, unfortunately this is still the same route that I was on earlier, so no new catches here. Even if the encounters are different, but this place does not have a Pinwheel Forest Clause on it. Which is lame. Well, by all means, I would like to learn about berries. That is extremely fascinating. Okay, now I can plant berries. Though I'm not sure there are really all that many useful berries in this game. Actually, what do I have at the moment? Well, neither of those are useless. I might as well plant something, I suppose. Oran berries are not likely to be useful in the long run, but in the short run they might be useful. And having a lot of them might help me out if at any point I happen to be completely out of healing items. Maybe it's just because it's very early in the game, but I feel like Shensi is taking an annoyingly long time to level up all the time. But thankfully she leveled up now, so now I can swap in for something else that is equally weak. Oh look, it's a double battle, I believe. Huh, what do you know? They didn't challenge me. How awesome! In which case I may continue on, and perhaps catch something. In a place. Not the mart, however. Why would I catch something in the mart? Alright, now what am I getting? A Whismer! That is perfectly adequate. And it's female. You know, I think I already know what I am going to call it. Oh dear! Okay, time to use another one of the super potions that Zeke picks up. Although maybe I shouldn't go with the name that I was thinking of, because it might get a bit easy to confuse with a certain other name that I also have. Oh, darn it. Well, last of the super potions. How long is that uproar going to last? You're just going to oh, now it's calmed down. Well, I'm actually out of healing items, so maybe I should switch in for something else. I mean, uproar is a physical move at this point, so... Well, I'm not aiming to defeat this thing, I'm aiming to catch it, so I shall send out Orson, the bulkiest thing I have, by a few points. Oh, for goodness sakes! Actually, a Premier Ball would kind of match it, I feel like. A bit. I mean, it's more like... It's more pink than white, but in any case it doesn't matter because it didn't want to stay in the ball. There you go, it stayed in the ball. Very quiet usually, but is extremely loud if it actually feels that it's in danger. Her name shall be Jun, after the main character from the movie Anthem of the Heart. Now, I feel like going to have a look at that one, to see if there is anything awesome about it. Like maybe it has 6 perfect IVs and its hidden ability which doesn't exist yet or something. She's so lonely. For the time being, I see nothing particularly amazing there. Now, there should still be one more location I can currently catch things at, so I shall. Your adorable Pokemon is likely to be, I believe... Ah, I thought it was going to be a Skitty, but it's not a Skitty. In any case, it still shouldn't be terribly super strong. In before it one-shots Zeke. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to one-shot Zeke, but it looked like it was going to be a pain, and it still looks like it's going to be a pain. Going to have to rely on good old focus energy to get some damage in here. There you go, good old focus energy did something. Eventually. That was kind of a pain, actually. Yay, Orson grew to level 10 and learned Water Gun. Now he can stab things. I wish I could have gotten one of those. For you see, in addition to just being a not terrible Pokemon, it would be the one case where a single catch could actually get me more than one thing. Because of Shedinja. But I won't be getting a Shedinja. And this thing looks like it's going to be a pain to take down. So I'm just going to switch out north. Nah, I'm just going to not bother. Oh, for goodness sakes. Already we are at the point where the encounter rates feel way too high. Now then, will I get something amazing and awesome in here? Nope, I already have one of you. Actually, is there anything else in here? There is nothing else in here. Meaning that by encountering a Whismer outside, I wasted my encounter in here. How lame.
Vega has gone through some annoying battles, but will she be able to defeat the gym? Probably, seeing how she got the best starter and all, but find out next time.